Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
7:15 here in Ireland. And it's time to our talk. It's good to see, good to know you are there. That's a good point. Thank you very much for everything. And today, as we announced in our post, we do have Renata Nunes again with us. And it's going to have a wonderful talk. Nate is helping us here as well. Yeah. So I'm the minority here today, so I need to just say yes. That's my role here is just say yes.
That's the strategy, isn't it?
The strategy. Yeah.
Very good, Stevan. You learn very fast.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't have nobody here to help me, so yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So do I start?
Yeah, so no, we will do the prayer, but first of all, I'd like to say thank you to all listeners from Kardec Radio in America, listeners in all Europe, Australia, even Brazil, our friends here in Ireland. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for being here with us. And in order to start, I will do the initial prayer. Okay. So, if you want, if you can, close your eyes, raise up your thoughts, open up your heart. Ask now for the superior spirits, our mentors, to enlighten ourselves, giving us everything we need in order to progress, in order to evolve. Looking after our brothers and sisters who somehow need any kind of assistance. May the seeds of hope be with them. So be it. Amen. Okay.
First of all, can I say thank you?
Sure.
I would like thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Stevan and Nate for having me here, and thank you for the lovely invitation. And I would like to say hello to everyone who's listening to us.
Yeah. Now we are saying thank you for your time, and it's good to always have someone different here to say that me and Nate are wrong, isn't it? Because otherwise, it's just our thoughts here, no?
I would never say you're wrong. I would lovely say that there is some different point of view.
Okay, you're not quite right, you know? Yeah. And today, hey, what are we going to talk about?
So today we're going to talk about indulgence.
Indulgence. Okay.
Good one.
Tolerance.
Okay. Indulgence.
So,
that's good.
We all need that.
That's good.
Okay.
For some reference, let me see here. We will talk about Blessed are the Merciful, Chapter 10, Item 17 of the Gospel according to Spiritism. So,
Perfect.
Chapter 10, Item 17 of the Gospel according to Spiritism by Allan Kardec.
Perfect.
Okay? Let me open my support study. Huh?
And Nate, I'm going to read. You said that you're going to read with me, right? So, Stevan also. I'm going to read the second paragraph of the item 17, only the first phrase, which is, uphold the strong, encourage them to persevere, strengthen the weak by showing them goodness. So, is it easy to do?
Oh, yes.
Very easy, no?
I don't know what you're talking about it. No.
Don't even know why we're talking about it, right?
Exactly. No. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
Uphold the
easy.
strong. Encourage them to persevere. So let's avoid gossiping and let's avoid talking without any point of any important point, and strengthen the weak by showing them goodness. So how is your goodness going?
Ooh, I always say I'm trying very hard at the moment to be like more indulgent with the others, especially now on this time that we become so sometimes a little bit stressful, and this we become intolerant, you know.
Mhm.
And I think now is a perfect time to talk about this, because I think this is something that we really need to exercise right now. I'm using myself as an example. I'm talking about based in myself, let's say. And yes, I think that is it's quite. I'm trying to exercise this every day. I think the most important. We have to try to exercise first with ourselves, because sometimes we are indulgent and intolerant with ourselves. So I'm trying to do a lot with myself now. Yeah, I'm starting with myself. I'm trying to not get crazy on this lockdown that we are living here.
Yes.
To remind myself every day that calm down, be patient,
It's gonna be okay.
Be tolerant. It's gonna be everything's gonna pass. This phrase I've used a lot in the last few days. William, I'm having used a lot this phrase the last few months, let's say. This will pass. Like everything in life, this will pass.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's a hard time, isn't it? Lockdown, tolerance, the political changes that are happening during these days. So, is tolerance something easy to be exercised with the political moment? Not here in Brazil. Here in Brazil, it's very, very hard. Okay, so let's move on.
Yeah.
This political party I live that Stevan knows more about this
No.
part. Yeah, Stevan.
Yeah, guys, it's tough. I think first of all, what's the definition of good?
I'm gonna say it like the Spirit's book, but to be honest with you, I do not know how to say what good is. But the Spirit's book says that good is everything that is not bad.
But is everything that's not bad for you or for the others?
Can you say that good is the absence? Bad is the absence of good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, and we are in different levels of evolution. Sometimes what is good for me might be not good for you both.
That's the problem. Yeah.
That's the other way around. And this is the word problem, because we judge, we love to act as a judge, but we judge other people according to what is good for me and bad for me. And then we start having all these clashes, you know?
Yes. And even more, at some point, we don't even know what's bad. Because sometimes we can say, okay, that's not good. That's not good. But at some point, it's hard even to define what's good and what's bad. So that's a matter of conscience, because I know that God's law is in our conscience. But again, you have the God's law in your conscience. Please, can you tell me what is the God's law?
Love each other and charity.
Yes, okay.
Love and charity.
Love everybody, right? So you have to love that person, that specific person, which is in your nightmare. That person that you only see the person you're already unbalanced and anger reigns when you see that person. So you have to love him or her.
Yeah.
Easy? It's not easy for me. Okay, no, it's not easy for me at all.
Yeah, this applies to someone else, not to the three of us. Yeah.
It's not something easy to be done.
Because
but again,
it's easy. Love your mom, love your dad, love your neighbor, love your cousin. It's easy, you know. Like, but I do love. Of course, you love your senior,
your relatives, yeah.
Everybody who is around you. It's easy to love them. I'm saying you need to love someone who goes against your ideas, your beliefs. Then you are practicing the love.
Specifically, if you think about that, we have to love the ones we already like. You know, that person that you like but you don't really love. Try to exercise loving them, and then you're gonna get closer, nearer loving your enemies, because that's not something you can do just by thinking, okay, now I know that I have to love, so I'm going to love everybody. It won't happen like that. You have to train, you have to try, you have to exercise. So try to exercise with the ones you like, but you don't love yet. Then try to, and please, I'm not saying romantic love, okay? Please.
Yeah.
It's not like that. And love doesn't mean that the other person won't have vices, won't be a vicious person. Love doesn't really mean that the other person is going to be perfect. If you love someone, you know that the person have vices, you know that the person commit mistakes, and you still love him or her. It's like a daughter or a son. You get what I'm trying to say. You're gonna love that person, even if your son or your daughter make mistakes, because it's love. Why is it so hard to love your neighbors, to love the ones who are in the streets? Why is it so hard? It's harder for me too, okay? I'm not saying that it's easy, but still, is poverty so far from us? Is starvation so far from us? So why is it so hard to see in other people brothers and sisters? Good question, isn't it?
Yeah, some comments here. Abu Randa says, God, good and bad are conditions. It depends on your intention. Abu, you're spot on. I would say the question I'm asking here, he's good, but he's good because his nature is being good, or he's good because he will get any benefit of being good at that time?
I agree with Abu.
Yeah.
Of course, it's based on our intentions. But again, I usually say that nobody wakes up in the morning with the best clothes on to show the worst to the world. Nobody's trying that. Everybody's trying to show their best to everybody.
Yeah.
So again, if that person is showing a bad um, behavior, do we understand that that's the best he can show? Because that's mercy, right?
Yeah.
So is it okay? And again, intolerance, we are not saying be tolerant with the good ones and intolerant with the bad ones. Tolerance is with everybody.
Yeah.
What? Go on.
And we are not saying here that, okay, you're gonna sleep today and you wake up tomorrow loving everybody, your
Of course not.
enemies. Oh, that person did you a so bad thing to you, and you need to love him. Well, that's the consequence. But when you start at least not uh, sending, let's say, bad vibrations to that person, it's the beginning of love.
Or at least if you realize, okay, I am sending bad thoughts, I am sending bad vibrations, then I can stop it. That's the first step. If you
Yeah,
can do one good thing a day, you're gonna be fantastic by the end of the year.
yeah.
And I'm not saying be an angel tomorrow. I won't be an angel tomorrow. I won't be an angel for a long time. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best to realize, at least realize when I'm doing something bad or when I'm thinking something bad and try to stop it. Okay, so it's bad, stop it. If I'm not yet good, okay, good enough to send good vibrations, at least I won't send the bad ones.
Yeah,
Make sense?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think
And
it's like
let's
I
see the
said,
other
it's an
comment here.
exercise.
Let me see here. In theory, is all perfect, but in practice, is a nightmare.
I agree.
Kasia, yeah, Kasia.
Totally.
Nowadays, it's not easy to love even our family. Imagine someone that don't know yet. Yeah, well, we experienced this
True.
with this lockdown and all these things. We will talk about it. Let's see, Abo saying here, you need to be awakened to be able to love.
True.
I'm a healer. Once I had a group session that was one vampire. I was going to kick him out, but I heard a voice telling me, even vampires deserve a healing. This is love. Well done, man. Okay, we
Perfect.
close here. Thank you very much.
We're done. So that's
We
it. That's
are
it.
done. Okay,
Yep.
you save us a lot of time here. Thank you. That's exactly what we are saying here.
That's it. That's it.
This is exactly what we're saying here.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect example.
You know, we need to learn to love anybody as they are. Okay, Nate, I cut you off with the comment, so please.
No. I just was uh, compliment what Renata said, because I think yes, this is an exercise that we have to do every day. And like you said, it's maybe if you don't not able, because it's like we always talk about love each other, but this is the hard things that we know that it's very hard to do it, and especially like Kasia said, sometimes it's even hard to love those who are beside us. So imagine you love someone that you just met or you don't know yet, like she said, and yeah, so I'm not even close to that. I think
Neither.
we're not close to that.
Neither.
So because I'm not close to that, I will give up. No, I will see that start small, start like baby steps. Like I said, we have to at least course, I start doing this kind of exercise like you, Renata. When I realize that I'm doing something wrong, when I realize that I'm having been indulgent with someone, that I'm be a little bit harsh, or that I'm judge someone, that I'm not treat the other as I would like to them to treat myself, I stop and say, hey, wait, you're not doing good here. If you're not able to do any good right now, stop it. Turn around, back later. But at least don't open your mouth and say something that you regret later. So sometimes, just take a deep breath, turn around, think about it, and later you see that it's much easier to deal with that situation.
It won't be easy out every time. Sorry.
Yeah, you know that expression, like you missed a good opportunity to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Yeah.
It applies the time, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
When you don't have something good to say, don't say.
Exactly that. And Nate, I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy to do that every day. Some days we're gonna fail, and that's okay. That's okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
We start again the day after that, and we try again. It's an exercise, as you said. You need to try and try and try until you reach the point where you won't send bad thoughts, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I would say that is I don't recall where in the spirits books, but Allan Kardec used to say, you will recognize a spiritist once the efforts in doing something good is valid. It's not like these words, but
it's in the gospel, but that's it. But that's
the
it.
efforts. So effort means today I try my best. Tomorrow I can't. The other day I will try again. Until a moment you will start to see with different eyes, different perspective, but you need to try. And only you accepting this.
And you need to remember that it's not up to us to do something right every time. That's not the point. The point is the exercise. The exercise is the important part. Because it's with the exercise that our conscience becomes more clear and we can understand the God's law. Because if you don't exercise your conscience, it's gonna be something so confused. It's gonna be really hard to come into some situation and decide, okay, what's good and what's bad here. So if you don't really exercise, your conscience won't be clear enough. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and also we need to learn that love doesn't mean keep that with you.
No.
For example, I cannot live without that person.
Mm-hmm. No, you can. But okay, go on.
So you put your happiness in someone else that person even don't know how to make her or him happy.
Have you ever realized that, at least in my time, okay, the child stories, I don't know how to say that. How do you say child stories? Child stories?
Yeah.
Child books?
Yeah.
Okay.
Children's stories, yeah.
Children's stories, okay. In the children's stories, usually these stories show two persons finding themselves and getting love, and the wedding happens and the stories really stop there. Because after the wedding, the end can be different. Because one of the hardest things to do is to live with someone else and to find balance in this relationship.
What is happening now? How many divorces
Exactly.
is happening now? Like couples who are married for 10, it's not weeks or months. I'm talking about 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. That these guys now find themselves locked down inside their home.
Do you
And
know
they
why I'm laughing?
don't love each other. They were living just in a mechanic way.
I'm laughing because some days ago, one of my neighbors was telling me, okay, but my daughter is gonna go to the school. It doesn't matter if the pandemic is there or not because I cannot really handle her at home. I heard
I
that.
imagine.
I'm not lying. I heard that.
So yeah, even the parents, I believe that they didn't know, their kids truly. I think because they spend so much time at work, and the kids at school and playing friends' house, so they have just short time together, and then it's fine. But when you have to live with them 24/7, without go anywhere, then you really know. Then, so this is happening a lot. I think a lot of families think like that. Like, my God, I can't handle that anymore. Go to school, go somewhere, like, give me some space. This has happened a lot, a lot. No.
And I read a paper about the lockdown, and the lockdown would be similar to prison. A lot of people behave just like the same. But again, isn't Earth a prison for us?
For
Perhaps.
some of us,
I
yes.
don't say it's a prison, but it's in a way, it's somewhere they're gonna put us to think.
That's it. That's it.
Well,
That's
I think
it.
for like a rehabilitation, rebel.
Yeah, perhaps.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect. So we are all contained here, and we have to try our best to live together and learn with each other. That's the idea. At some point, we can look at the lockdown as an opportunity.
Hmm.
I'm not saying it's easy.
Oh no, no.
No,
Everything we're
no.
saying, but let's say, Ambo says here, media has brainwashed the masses meaning of love by these films. Passion is not love. Yearnings is not love. Perfect.
Brilliant.
The love you are talking about here, it's, let's suppose, the closest to what you are saying is mom's love towards the son. Okay, and let's suppose this son decides to go to the wrong way and is in jail. Okay, the mom, doesn't matter if it's raining or if it's sunny, every Sunday the mom is in the queue to see the son in the jail. She knows he did something or she did something bad. She knows that. She not agree with that. But regardless this, she's there to support them. This is the love we're talking about here, guys. Love doesn't say yes every time. Love is saying no, is disagree, is giving your viewpoint, and is accept. That's the love we're talking about. It's not like Abu said, this movie is like you have your enchanted prince, and you're happy, and they live happy until
Ever after, yeah.
ever after. No, 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 no. We're not saying this. We are saying the love is sharing ideas.
Is accepting the other and also knowing that the other is different. The other person thinks different. The other person has different opinions, and still loving them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. This your comment now just remind me this part that I really like it from the text
The
on
comments.
on the second paragraph now here when they say, let all understand the infinite mercy of the Father. Never forget to say to him through thoughts and above all through action. Despite forgive us our sins and forgive us our sin as we forgive those who sin against us. This reminds me the our Father. For those who like to pray, that we always pray, our Father. This is there on the end of the prayer, and we say that. But how you ask it every day God to forgive us our sins, our mistakes, but we are not able to forgive our neighbor their mistakes.
We want to be
No,
forgiven.
yeah, we want to be
We
forgiven,
want
and we don't want to forgive.
exactly.
That's the point. It's
Exactly.
like to be forgiven, we have to learn how to forgive. Yeah, as well. Like
Forgiveness is one
I
of
mean,
the
it's a very
hardest
good point.
thing in my knowledge. For me, forgiveness is quite a challenge because forgiveness is not amnesia, but forgiveness also requires that you know the person was wrong. Let's say that the person was wrong. You know the person was wrong. You try to I'm gonna say this like Renata. So you have to put yourself in his or her dress. Try to figure out why he or she did that. And if you understand the reasons, even if you don't agree, if you understand the reasons, maybe you're going to understand why he or she did that. I'm not saying that you agree with the action itself, but you understand why he or she did that. And you forgive because you understand why the person did that.
Yeah.
But
Am I
yeah,
clear?
that is a really good point.
Yeah.
But to do this, sometimes there is a very important thing that we have to open hand here to do that. That's our pride.
Wow. Yeah.
To put myself on the other shoe and say, okay, I understand why they did that. If I'm pride, if I let the pride, take over of me, that's not going to happen.
Won't happen.
Because I want to be right, and I want to be to be the person, put myself on the as a victim, to blame the other, to be the one who say no,
It's
I'm right here.
easier.
Yeah, of course. Like
No, oh geez, yeah.
It's easier.
Mahan
It's easier.
like Mahan say here, nowadays it's more important to be listened than listen to the others. And also, Abel's a difference. It should unite us, not tear us apart, or cause a harmless materialistic competition. Yes. Well, guys, I would say to you, for an example, when something bad happened to you, and we are saying, why me, God? It means you can do this to Renata, to Neide, but me?
Yeah.
You know? So we need to stop like, why me? So it means, okay, this could be happen to anybody else except me. So where is your pride there?
Mm-hmm.
Where is your selfishness there?
I'm gonna open the gospel because there is a really good point in the gospel related to that. Let me just give me a minute because yeah, the first one.
Okay, it's time to drink water.
I try to
I
fix
know
my
it's
internet.
item
Sometimes
14, but I still don't know. Yeah, go on. I'm just trying to find it here.
Yeah, I'm saying here, we have a comment
no,
here.
just
Mahana say, if we like the person, it's quite easy to excuse. Yeah, as we said here, Mahana, is easy love the person who you like. Is easy love the person who are close to you. Is easy. No, we are saying is love anybody else unconditionally. I'm saying is loving that guy who are begging on the streets the same way you love your son or your daughter or your boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever.
Stevan, I found it. It's in the
Okay.
Gospel, chapter 3, item 14, the second paragraph. Can I read it? May
Yeah.
I? Okay. It says like this: the spirits who are in atonement here are, if we may use the term, exotic ones on the earth. They have already lived in other worlds where they were excluded for persisting in weakness, or for having been the cause of perturbation to the good people in those worlds. So we are all here to learn what we haven't learned. Okay? We have to have it in mind, because we are not here because we are really good persons. We are here because we made mistakes and we are trying our best to make them right.
Yeah.
Too much?
No, no, he's right. No, yeah. And Abu says here, why me is an important question to realize and awaken, to understand that we are not in control. Abu, I agree 95%. The other 5%, which I not disagree, I just see in a different point, is we are under control, but we don't realize that if I'm suffering today is because the actions I am doing. So once I awake that my actions, like the person who I am today, is building the person I will be in the future. When I have this knowledge, we will stop to think that someone is in control, because there is no point like, oh, I will punish that person, I will do this for this, oh, this is gonna happen. No, it's us. We are the brain behind the traps we fall.
True
That's
story.
it. Okay.
Yep.
And God, in His merciful, in His love, is like the example of the mom who goes to visit the son in the jail. It's the same thing. Love God, love us. Regardless what we're gonna do, the decision we're gonna make, He will love us and He will support us, whatever path we decide to go.
He won't say that committing a crime is good. He only knows that that's still my level.
Yeah,
So at some point, I'm going to be better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless
Because
how long
it's like
it's gonna take.
yeah, like you said in the beginning, Steven, the bad is the absence of the good. For example, like, and sometimes we are there is no sometimes the person is not bad itself. It's just like I say, ignorant in a sense of they don't know the knowledge. You know, they don't know how it's work. Just like a kid, they don't know what is good and bad. Like they do just what they want that moment. Then you know, without realize that the action is cause
Mhm.
harm sometimes for the person itself or to the other. So it's an action that is bad, but the person is not full conscious about the action is bad. So it's kind of not it's not that the person is doing because he's a person that provoked that natural because he want to do it. It's a consequence of the lack of knowledge or knowledge in a sense of the law of God, the action reaction, all the things that we are studying. Take someone that never had this knowledge in hands. You know, sometimes for this person it's difficult to decide what is good and what is bad, right? And yes, Stevan, you want to say?
I just agree
Sorry,
with
I
you.
thought that you covered.
As I said at the beginning, I said yes.
Good. Very fast.
So talking about pride, I'm gonna go back to the gospel, okay? Should I? I am now in item 18, in the middle of the first paragraph, because we talked about pride. All men and women proud enough to deem themselves superior in virtue and merit to their incarnate brothers and sisters are foolish. So if we think that we are better than anyone else, you're just fool, because, okay, I can be better at some point, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be good at this other point. Everybody's good in something and bad in another aspect. And that's it. At some point in my studies in the Spiritist group, there was a story about how we grow in planet during incarnation. And the person who was explaining said that at some point we are placed together in this earth because every time that we have different opinions and everything happens and we disagree and we argue, we discuss, but if we are listening to each other, we are going to be polished by the end of this. So we are going to be very brighter and better if we learn how to listen and to learn with the others, even if the real meaning of that is, okay, I'm not gonna do like him.
Yeah. Like I was saying here, we agreed last time that free will has limits. He's referring to our previous life, and we agreed with that. It's spot on. That exactly this, Abu. We, in the limits is our knowledge. That's the point. That's why sometimes what is good for me perhaps not good for you, and the other way around. It's not because I'm superior or you are superior than me. No, I'm just saying we have different
Point
stories.
of view.
Yeah.
Point of view.
No, different point of view because we have had different life experiences.
Yes, yeah, of course. Your background will guide you in your actions. That's it. But if we don't realize that we have to pay attention to what we are doing, we're gonna live, like you said, Stevan. It's a mechanical process. You wake up in the morning, you put your clothes on, you go, you take your breakfast, and okay, that's a mechanical process. But do we realize what we are thinking, what we are evaluating? Every time we think we are evaluating something, we are judging something. Okay, so what's the content of my thoughts? Am I paying attention to my thoughts? Because my thoughts are gonna guide my actions.
Mm-hmm.
At some time ago, one of the kids that we work together in the gospel, and we are trying our best to work with the gospel and with kids. One of the kids said that, okay, but I don't remember my past lives, so I cannot be blamed by them. I cannot really respect this background as something that's leading me to different actions and different points. And I was like, you don't have to remember them.
Thank God you don't remember that.
You don't have to remember them, because you need to learn the difference between good and evil, and try your best to choose good.
And not, okay, I did this in the past, so I still remember, so I need to fix this, that. So this is not learning.
Yeah.
This is just fixing. We need to learn. There's a difference between fix and learn. Okay, when you learn, you don't repeat that. When you fix, you may do the same thing again unconsciously.
Yes, I agree with you.
Unconsciously, depends on the person, but
Yeah, it happens. It happens,
it happens, but once we learn, I like this example, and we said previously, like doing good, and when you learn, is like when you are blinking your eyes. You don't count how many times you have blinked your eyes, because you do this unconsciously.
It's an automatic, yeah.
So when you do good, when you love someone, and you not even think, like, it's like counting. Let's go to example. How many times you blink your eyes? You cannot count. How many times you did good today? You can say one, none. Oh no, I did none, but you still counting. When you still counting the good things you are doing,
they're not automatic, yeah.
Yeah.
But the process of changing something that we don't do automatically into something that we do automatically is a long process.
Yeah.
It's not something that, okay, now we know, so that's it, done.
Yeah.
I wish it was easy like that.
I love the example. I love the example Abba put here. If you are a carrot, be a carrot. There is no need to be an apple, because we were apple in the past life. I mean, past life should not control present behavior or to feel guilty. That's it, my friend. That's it. No.
I love the Old Testament, okay? It's Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I love it because at some point the 10 laws, they are atemporal. They are not something that we should do at that time and we should change today, because you should not kill someone. That's something we agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should love everybody.
Yeah.
So the tip was there, always. But it's not something easy to be done. So we choose to read the other laws, the other items of the 10 commandments, because they are easier to be done. But the 10th commandment would be to do not envy.
Yeah.
How is it in your lives, guys? Because I still envy.
Yeah, everybody. No, we need to learn that. We need to think every day about what you are doing. Like we're saying, I don't like to be repetitive, but it's like 31st of December, the end of the year, quarter to midnight. You stop and you start to think about the things you have done in your year, and you try to avoid these mistakes the next year. So, guys, I don't remember what I have for dinner like 2 days ago.
Or even yesterday. Yeah.
15 minutes to the next year, I will remember what I did like on the 1st of January. No.
Yeah, but let me say something here, Stevan. Sometimes we think that our conscience is like a sword in the middle of our heads, just waiting to say guilt. That shouldn't be the conscience. The conscience should be our friend, okay? Like a lovely friend that is there in your head saying, okay, you made a mistake. Okay, let's try our best to do it better next time. That's it. Let's try to take out this sword. Guys, am I still here? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's try to take out the sword and let's try to think that we are in a rush, because usually we are in a rush trying to do everything we can in this life and etc. Wait, which part of our bad parts is the easiest one to change? If you focus in this one and you get better in this one, the other ones will be better too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I won't be not. I won't get rid of pride, envy. I have more. Selfishness. Everything in this life, it's impossible. I won't be that good. But I'll try my best to realize when I'm being selfish, when I have envy, when I am proud, and try my best to say, okay, I won't feed them in my actions. I remember Stevan's story about the wolves.
Mm-hmm. The two wolves. Yeah.
Which wolf are you feeding? Right?
Yeah. Well, we can say that everything that happens to us can make us grow if we know how to look at it. And we need to understand that God is just. And
in a justice that we don't know.
No, is that the phrase? God's is. Let me see. I have this phrase. God's just is good, and God's goodness is fair.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Fantastic. That's it. That's it. We don't really know what justice means because we didn't grow that much yet. We will. But maybe not in this lifetime. Maybe we will.
But we are trying.
Exactly. That's the point.
Life is trying.
Exactly.
Try. If it didn't work, you have next day. Try differently.
Usually,
I succeed now.
No? Yeah. In here, it's usual to say that we need to be more charitable. And that's a common phrase. We need to be more charitable. We need just to focus on charity. Sorry about the dogs. We need to focus on charity. And charity, according to Spiritist book, is goodness towards everybody, tolerance, indulgence towards other people's imperfections, and forgiveness of everything. Okay, so there are 3 lines here, 3 different lines. Start with the easiest one. Tolerance, goodness, forgiveness. Which one is easier for you? That's the best one to start with. Make sense?
Yeah, if none is easy, pick one.
Exactly. I did that.
Yeah. I would say here, agree with Kasha. I studied many religions, heavenly and terrestrial. They have the same purpose to purify, but different ideas and ways. Yet Kabbalah is like Mahamudra,
Mahamudra.
like Sufism. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, our emotions are necessary for our existence. Fear, for example, is needed to scare for your life, but not to live continuously in fear. Uh, Shakespeare, as Shakespeare says, right becomes wrong if it goes to excess. Shakespeare everywhere, you know? That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
If you're doing the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
no, nothing. But you need to understand that everything has your own time. If you are doing the right thing, but in the wrong time, it's not gonna work. If you are in the right time, but you are doing the wrong thing, it's not gonna work. However, if you do the right thing at the right time, it's gonna work. How do you know when you do something and you are unsuccessful? That's not the right time, neither the wrong, not neither the right thing to do. But when you do something and you succeed, that was the right time and the right thing to do.
That's it. That's it. Try our best to bring the knowledge of the gospel to our lives the way we can. So if it's impossible for me to get rid of pride, I'll try my best to focus on selfishness, and maybe
Yeah,
I will succeed.
sure. Yeah.
I will silence my
The dog wants to speak. Let them speak as well. No?
We're back. Sorry, guys, my internet keep fall. So, Stevan, we are already 2 minutes to finish.
Already? I didn't see the time. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
That's
lost just the
something
last.
good.
Yes, that is why. Do you want to say something else before the announcement?
I
Yeah.
can only thank guys for having me here, and thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for everyone who is listening to us. So that's it.
Thank you for the comments. All the comments is spot on today. Help us a lot here. I love this kind of interaction. Thank you very much for everyone who wrote your message here. Thank you.
Yes, thanks everyone. And I think it's for us it's
I
very
love you guys
important.
and
Like,
really happy to hear you. Thank you, Abu. We love you because you spot on your comments as well, my friend. Thank you. We are learning together. There's
great
no right
interaction.
and wrong. That is just let's try. That's it. That's what the only rule here is let's try. The only rule here.
Exactly.
Okay, let me go to announcement here. And let me share my screen. Okay, so it's too small. Okay, but anyway, guys, on the November 21st, 22nd, for those who like more spiritism, the science way, philosophical way, we will have the first International Spiritist Medical Congress. So just type on Google International Spiritist Medical Congress, and you will see the link to enroll yourself to this. Okay, it's virtual, of course. Also, on the 28th of November, Aru Gandhi will give a speech, and he will talk about the lessons of Mahatma Gandhi for our daily lives. It's organized by our friends, the British Union Society of Spirits, and I learned today that it might be on the StreamYard, and we will have this in our channels, in other channels as well. So stay tuned. We will let you know how you can be part of this Zoom meeting here. We need a lot of work behind this. Let our friends from BUS organize it, and I will let you know. And again, if you want to learn more about Spiritism, go to spiritistinstitute.org, and you get know more about Spiritism. Also, if you in the spiritistacademy.com, we do have short stories, let's say I don't like the word lesson, because we are not in a position to teach anybody anything.
Comments?
But you
Some comments?
Yeah, well, let's say comments, some interpretations, let's say this, so you have here. And also listen Kardec radio, because it's a radio, it's 24/7. Always you have a show here which fits you, go according to what you know, what you understand. And again, guys, this is something we are here to share knowledge. That's it. That's the point. Renata, once again, thank you very, very much for your time. Next Thursday, we'll be back. Probably Nate and Vanderlei. So 2 men and 1 woman. So that time I can say no. But thank you very much, ladies. And hey, Renata, could you do our final prayer?
So let's think about God, about Jesus. And let's say like this: good Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this time. Thank you so much for all these different ideas, these different points of view. They make us grow so much. So thank you so much. Thank you for our time here, but even more, thank you for all the hearts, all the persons who are listening. So please bless them, bless all of us. And thank you so much. Amen.
Amen. So once again, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you next Thursday at 7:15 London time. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.